You there? Big hello to everybody on the YouTube stream. Ryan Carlson here, bringing you Bell's Baseball. Late start today. We'd usually be through pregame by now, but still getting things worked out back at Network Central. We will try to rip and roll through pregame quickly because we had a lot planned for today, Father's Day. But we'll make sure we get to everything in a quick manner and come back with first pitch. But just wanted to say hi, everybody, on the YouTube stream. Thanks for joining us on this Father's Day, wherever you may be listening. Hope it's been a fun and a joyful morning. There's the word I was looking for. And we'll come right back on the YouTube stream when we're live for the pregame. Here at Joe Martin Field, it is a beautiful 79-degree afternoon here on this Sunday, Father's Day Sunday, and just a little moment ago, the Bells and all of their, well, many of their fathers, their dads, lined up on the right field baseline and all rotated through, taking turns, throwing a ceremonial first pitch. So all the Bells, Josh Trujillo and his dad were out there, Emilio Corona and his father were down there, and everybody able to throw the first pitch here on this Sunday's Father's Day. Apologies for the late start here on the radio and on the YouTube stream. We had some difficulties getting off and running here today on the radio and for the broadcast. But we are off and running now. We got a lot to get through in the pregame. We'll obviously spill into some of that during the course of the game. But earlier, I was in the clubhouse with the Bells, and I asked them if they wanted to do a Father's Day hit on the radio and send a special message. And a lot of them obliged and gave their own unique Father's Day shout-out. So let's hear from some of the Bells players and what they had to say on this Father's Day and give their Father's Day shout-out down in the clubhouse a little bit earlier.
I'm Thatch Hurd, right-handed pitcher, wishing a happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And go Bells, baby. You.
This is Dylan Joyce, first baseman for the Bellingham Bells, and I just want to wish a special happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
I'm Brody Jesse, pitcher for the Bells, and happy Father's Day to my dad, Mel.
Hi, my name is Noah Ferguson, pitcher for the Bells. I just want to say happy Father's Day to my dad, Greg.
My name is Connor Portugal. I'm a left-handed pitcher for the Bellingham Bells, and I just want to say happy Father's Day to my dad, Jimbo.
Hi, I'm Trevin Hope. I'm a pitcher for the Bellingham Bells, and I'd like to wish my dad, Ryan Hope, a happy Father's Day.
Ryder Cunningham, assistant dugout coach for the Bellingham Bells. I want to give a shout out to my dad, Jack Cunningham. Happy Father's Day.
Hi, I'm Grayson Sterling, outfielder for the Bells, and I just like to wish a happy Father's Day to my dad, Zane.
This is Daniel Jordan, outfielder for the Bellingham Bells, wishing a very happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Go Bells.
Hi, this is Stephanie Morrell, General Manager of the Bellingham Bells, sending happy Father's Day greetings to all our fathers out in Bells Country. Go Bells!
My name is AJ Davis. I'm a middle infielder for the Bellingham Bells, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers, and my dad especially.
Hey everybody, this is Adam Giesland, head coach of your Bellingham Bells. Just want to wish all the fathers out there a very happy Father's Day.
And the starting lineup's being read here at Joe Martin Field. A special Father's Day greetings and announcements from the Bellingham Bells earlier today, and a very happy Father's Day to my father, Bryce Carlson, who where I know where he is right now. He is a couple rows up at Petco Park taking in some Padres baseball way down in San Diego. So probably not listening to the Bells, as both the Bellingham Bells and the Padres playing at the same time today, but a very happy Father's Day to my dad, and thanks for all you do. And he is a frequent listener here on Bells Baseball. And right now the Bells taking the field. Will Armbruster is your starter for the Bells. And for the Pickles, Kyle Etheridge, the lefty, will be on the mound for the Pickles. We'll get to the starting lineups and a little bit more about the starters when we come back, but I want to play this interview I had with Coach Adam Giesland about today's game, and we talked a little bit earlier down in the Bells clubhouse. Here in the Bells clubhouse with Bells head coach Adam Giesland. Coach, a beautiful Father's Day Sunday. Bells looking for their first win against Portland here on Game 3 of 3 in this weekend series. A couple of tough first games. Portland shutting out the Bells. What needs to change today?
Situational at-bats need to be better. Talk to the guys about that. I mean, credit to Portland. They have pitched it well. Their staff is deep. Their staff is rested. But we could be a little bit better with our situational at-bats. We just seem to be trying to do a little bit too much at times, and it's cost us. And in tight ball games, especially like the one last night, when you don't take advantage of the few chances that you get, it's going to come back and bite you, and that's what happened.
I watched you a couple times come down towards home plate from the third base coach position. Talk to a couple of guys first at stepping up to the plate, Ty Saunders and Yugo Hamakawa. What are you telling them in those situations?
Just to make sure that their plan is good, you know what I mean? Staying in their approach, staying with their plan. What happens to hitters sometimes, especially in situations where there's runners in scoring positions and stuff like that, sometimes they get the adrenaline gets the best of them and they get outside of their approach and outside of their plan. And all I'm doing there is just a quick little couple of words to just focus them back in and get them locked in on what they need to do.
Will Armbruster getting the start for the Bells today. What does he bring to the mound? And pitching's been superb all weekend. What will the matchup look like also?
Yeah, hopefully more of that. Will is the guy that we want on the mound. I always enjoy watching Will pitch. You know, he's a big dude out there with good stuff. I look for him to get us off to a good start today, and looking forward to watching him pitch.
Bells don't have too many early start Sundays this season. What's different about your prep for days like this with the early start?
You know, in the early start, what we decided not to hit today. Sometimes you just have to take the temperature of the club and see if they need a little bit of extra time off their feet, and that's what we decided to go with today. I knew it was going to be warm. We just came off the road trip, two tough, close ball games that drain your energy mentally. So I felt like the guys needed a little bit extra time this morning. Let them come into the clubhouse, no BP, grab a bite to eat, relax a little bit. Energy's great in there right now, so I'm excited for what today is going to bring.
Pitching has been great all weekend, like I said a little bit earlier. What was your breakdown of last night? A tough 1-0 loss.
Yeah, I was so proud of our pitchers, and I told them that after the game. I mean, they pitched around a few walks early on and things like that, and they just competed. I mean, it just seemed like pitch after pitch, it was competitive. They pounded the zone, they commanded their off-speed stuff, and they did a wonderful job. That's a pitching performance by all our guys where you really feel like you should have walked away with a W. But as we know, sometimes in this game that you can get out-pitched by an even better performance. So yeah, the pitching's been awesome on both sides this entire series. I expect nothing different today. So those at bats are going to have to be battles, no question.
With an early start comes an early end. Do you have any plans for after the game, being Father's Day?
That's a great question. I think my family does have some stuff planned. They haven't clued me in exactly on what it is yet, but I've got some family at the ballpark today, which makes it really, really special. So not only am I looking forward to the game, but I'm looking forward to what comes afterward.
Should be a great series finale between Portland and Bellingham. Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, Ryan. I appreciate it.
We are going to jump right into first pitch here. Great chat with Adam Giesland, and we're going to stick around here at Joe Martin Field as first pitch coming up right now, and it is Will Armbruster on the mound. The tall right-hander stands at 6'6", 125 pounds. He would be awfully thin for a man that stands at 6'6". Will Armbruster stands at 6'6", 225 pounds. And he gets his first start of the season here on this Sunday afternoon, this Father's Day afternoon. First batter faces Daniel Hirose. First pitch missing just off for ball one. And a little bit of a later start on the radio and on the online stream. Thanks everybody for joining us for this special Father's Day presentation of Bells Baseball. Second pitch from Armbruster, in there for strike one. And we're off and running. Daniel Hirose batting 179 this spring at Wolford College in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Stands at 5'9", 155 pounds, and bats right. And the 1-1 from Armbruster. Popped foul, drifting out of play. Off and to the right. Couple of tough games for the Bells this weekend. No runs scored in 20 innings total, dating all the way back to June 17th. Not that long ago, but 2 games in between now and then. Bells were in Port Angeles at the time, and those 2 runs came in the 7th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Daniel Hirose, who is at second base. By the way, we didn't get to the starting lineups. We did not have enough time with all of the special Father's Day plans we had on the radio. Now a grounder, soft one, to second baseman Ty Saunders, who makes the play to first for out number 1 in the top of the 1st inning. Feels good to say we are underway. A early Sunday afternoon start. This ball game getting underway just past 1:05. And so real quickly, Pickles, second batter, Tristan Gomez. He's in right field. Daniel Hirose will be at second base. And Gomez batting now. First pitch from Armbruster. Right down the middle, but just missing down low for ball 1. Ryan Ball following Gomez as the DH. Matt Jew is in left field, batting 4th. Batting 5th, Sam Haney. He'll be at first base. And the 1-0 popped foul off to the right. Tristan Gomez at the plate, shakes his head after just missing that one. So Sam Haney batting 5th. Tony Boeto at the catcher spot, batting 6th. 7th for the Pickles, Connor Henriquez. He is at third base, batting 8th. Anthony Mata at short. 1-1 real quick to Gomez. A liner up center field, gets through the gap, and Jernan comes in from center and chucks it to the infield. But a base hit there for Tristan Gomez, first man aboard for the Pickles this afternoon. Well, if you've been following, we've taken a couple of breaks in between, but batting 7th was Connor Henriquez for the Pickles. 8th, Anthony Mata at short. And batting 9th is Carter Booth. He led off the first 2 games here in Bellingham and is in the 9th batter spot here today. Will Armbruster on the mound, third batter for the Portland Pickles. Ryan Ball, first pitch. In there for strike 1. Nice fastball from Armbruster. Works the fastball, curveball, and change. Glances to first. 1 out, gone, top of the 1st. And 1 runner on, that's Tristan Gomez. Ryan Ball at the plate. Check to first. And Gomez back in time. Ryan Ball, an RBI single on Friday night. The first run of the series. And on Friday night, Portland getting the 3-0 victory. Bells still looking for their first run against Portland. Couple of checks to first. Armbruster kicks, fires, strike 2. Good pitch. Armbruster this summer with the Bells does not have a start under his belt and posting a 5.06 ERA. The 0-2, off-speed change, missing just upstairs. Ryan Ball, a left-handed batter, stands at 6 foot 190. And last night, Ryan Ball was walked in the 2nd, then grounded out in the 5th, struck out in the 8th. Only 3 appearances at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Popped up and foul, drifting way high and over the Pickles dugout down to our left. This is the 15th game of the season for the Bells. They have a record of 5-9. Behind in the West Coast League North Division, 4.5 games. So a couple of tough ones after Friday and Saturday night, dropping back. Staying in the same 4th spot in the West Coast League North, and the 1-2. Driven into center field. Daniel Jernan has to get over to his left. He's got plenty of time, makes the play on the run, and so now having to come back from second is Tristan Gomez. He thought that one was going to drop. Not the case. Good play by Jernan to get all the way over there in right center to make the grab. Jernan's been exciting to watch both defensively and offensively. Leader for the Bells in terms of offensive production all the way around. 3 home runs. He is the home run leader. Bells could use some offense today. First pitch to Matt Jew, high and away. But Will Armbruster, though, appearing in 3 other games this summer so far. Again, this is his first start. The 1-0. Nice pitch, catching the outer left portion of the zone against the right-handed batting Matt Jew. His first appearance of this series. He is a senior at Santa Clara University, and the 1-1. Grounder towards Riley Parker at short. He'll go to second for the force out. That's all the Bells need. And they will retire the side here in the top of the fourth with a force out. Riley Parker to Ty Saunders at second. A 6-4 ground out, and we are through the top of the first. We are underway in this ball game. A Sunday afternoon on Father's Day. Bells hosting the Pickles in this West Coast League baseball matchup. Beautiful day for baseball. Happy to be here. Happy that you're joining us. We will come back with the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Bells will be Emilio Corona. On the other side, you're listening to Bells Baseball on 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9KBay.com.
Acme Valley ice cream is distinguished by its robust flavor, taffy-like texture, and smooth mouthfeel finish that satisfies with every spoonful. Indulgent and delicious. This is full-strength ice cream, the way it was meant to be, handcrafted here in the Pacific Northwest. Share it with a friend or keep it all to yourself. Once you taste Acme Valley ice cream, you will never settle for less. We truly are, pound for pound, the best around.
Help us launch great futures by making a gift at Walking Club Southwest.
Really? Oh, good. Huh? What are they saying? Sweet.
Leading off your Bells, our right fielder, from the University of Washington.
Beautiful day for baseball, and we are at the Hagen Diamond at Joe Martin Field. Hi, everybody. I'm Ryan Carlson for the bottom of the first inning, and Emilio Corona leading things off. By the way, for all of our listeners on the radio, Bells are in their sleeveless white uniforms with white pants that extend all the way down to the cleats of the Bellingham Bells. Corona leading off against the left-handed pitcher Kyle Etheridge. Swing and a miss from Corona. Nice slider down in the way. Caught Corona fishing. And talking about Corona last night, likes to swing at the majority of the offerings, unless they are like the 0-1 slider. Way down in the way, ball one. Etheridge working quickly, the 1-1. Swing and a miss from Corona. Nice off speed on the outside edge against the right-handed Corona. Corona leads with 6 stolen bases. Leads the Bells, that is, and the 1-2. Popped foul, back to the right. And has not had a chance to extend that stolen base lead, as he has not been aboard at least last night. Going 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts to center and to right, and a strikeout. But Friday night was aboard in the 8th on a base hit and struck out for out number 3 in the bottom of the 9th on Friday when the Bells had the bases loaded. Down by 3 runs and only 1 out, and the Bells have been in a bases loaded scenario twice this series. Now a grounder towards third base, and they play to first, having to play the one hop off the turf, and unable to is Sam Haney at first. So Emilio Corona at first after a lackadaisical play at first from Sam Haney, and that will be an error charge to the first baseman. Emilio Corona is aboard, and now we will be able to watch his speed on display. Gieslin with his hands skyward, looking towards Corona, and now sending signals at the third base spot. Ty Saunders, the next man up, leads the team in runs batted in, but also in strikeouts with 20. So take what you will, Ty Saunders. Large potential at the plate and hungry for some base hits and some offense. As a check to first, Corona scurries back. And the 0-1 to Ty Saunders. Swung on, foul tip. Straight back. Lots of families out here at Joe Martin Field in the left field grass and across the bleachers. All out here with their fathers, at least most of them, on this beautiful Father's Day Sunday. Ty Saunders, the switch hitter, batting right against the lefty Etheridge, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Saunders striking out on the 0-3.
Now batting our center fielder for Lower Columbia College, number 19, Daniel Turner.
A little bit more about the pitcher on the mound, Kyle Etheridge. This fall will be a sophomore at Northwest Nazarene University. The Nighthawks from Alta Loma, California. And now Daniel Jernin ropes a liner into right center field. It gets down in front of Tristan Gomez and advances runners to the corners. Bells fans loving that. Daniel Jernin, most at-bats this season for the Bells, now at 51, and continues to provide offensively. Jernin originally signed to a short-term contract for the summer baseball with the Bells, and going to stick around for a little longer with the summer he's been having, and fun to watch. Jernin over at first now. That one was cranked to right center. And Cole Miller, the next man up, with one out, bottom of the first. Swing and a miss, first pitch. Well, I believe foul tip was called, but nonetheless, strike one. And by the way, on the base hit, Corona advances all the way to third. He's over there chatting with Adam Gieslin. A glance to first from Etheridge. The 0-1 to Miller. Swung on to left center. Running back is Matt Jew. Over to his left. Gets under it in time. Corona tags third. Now heads towards home. He'll get there in plenty of time. Bells score their first run in 20 innings and take a 1-0 lead here against Portland. Good stuff for the Bells. And they desperately needed that. That will be Emilio Corona's 5th run of the season. So Corona flies out to left field, or Miller flies out, and Corona scores. Bells lead 1-0. Grayson Sterling at the plate now takes ball one. The 1-0 to Sterling. Check to Jernin. He dove back before the ball left Etheridge left hand, and Jernin back safely. Sterling 0 for 5 in this first series, his first series with the Bells, as he and teammate Brody Jesse coming from Gonzaga. The 0-1. 1-0, sorry. Missing away for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes to Sterling. And Jernin, by the way, staying put at first. 2 gone, bottom of the first, and Joe Martin Field erupted after Corona came home to score. First run of the weekend series for the Bells. Strike one delivered to Sterling. 2-1 the count. And the 2-1 foul tip above the catcher Tony Boeto for the Portland Pickles. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bells won't see the Pickles until early August for the final 3 of 6 in the regular season schedule. And those 3 down in Portland. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Sterling. Runner goes from first, and Sterling floats one foul, drifting off to the left and out of play into the Portland Pickles bullpen. It careens off something and almost gets back to the field. Not sure what it hit over there. Something in the bullpen. So Etheridge on the rubber, setting for the 2-2 to Grayson Sterling. Two outs gone, bottom of the first inning. Bells lead 1-0. The 2-2. Popped foul, handcuffed Sterling in the hands. And just missed the hands on the bat, popping it foul. Last night, Bells dropping the second of 3 games, 1-0, and Bells out-hitting the Pickles last night, 2-1. And coming up short, the 2-2, check to first. Jernan sliding back, beautiful day. Sun perched off and above left field, high in the sky on this Sunday Father's Day afternoon. Grayson Sterling, tall left-handed batter. 2-2, another check. And the bottom of Daniel Jernan's cleats, reflective gold. You can see them as he lunges back. Wears those every game. White cleats with gold bottoms, and the 2-2 way inside to Sterling, who doesn't move, but ball 3 call. That one almost tagged him. Jernan's cleats more of a metallic gold on the bottom. Reflective, especially with the sun high in the sky on this Sunday. Now a liner into center. Carter Booth, plenty of time to get under it, has to stride forward a couple of strides and makes the grab for out number 3. But the Bells get their first run in 20 innings here in the bottom of the first at Joe Martin and start off well against the Portland Pickles. Will Armbruster back on the mound when we come back, top of the second, on your home for Bells baseball, 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9kbay.com.
Great futures start here. Serving 360 kids per day. Supporting academic success. 102,200 meals and snacks served in 2020. Supporting healthy lifestyles. Help us launch great futures by making a gift today at whatcomeclubs.org.
As a local wholesale bakery, Flax for Life is a proud sponsor of the Bellingham Bells. We produce allergy-friendly baked goods that are nutritious and delicious. We offer a variety of yummy treats that include muffins, brownies, cakes, granolas, and our new line of cookies. With flaxseed being the main ingredient in all of our products, you get a tasty treat made from clean ingredients that are loaded with fiber, omega-3s, and healthy protein. You can find us at your favorite local retailers or online at flaxforlife.net. Go Bells!
Top of the second inning, and Armbruster back on the mound against Sam Haney. First appearance of this series for the Pickles, and Haney, a left-handed batter, stands at 6 foot, 200, first pitch. Foul tip straight back. Sam Haney, junior or redshirt sophomore rather, at Clark Community College down in Vancouver, Washington, where head coach of the Portland Pickles, Mark Magdaleno, is also head coach during the collegiate season. And the 0-1, missing downstairs, ball 1. And Sam Haney, originally from Lake Oswego, Oregon, went to Lake Oswego High School. And the 1-1, off speed, falls in for strike 2. 79-mile-an-hour change. One ball, 2 strikes. Armbruster delivers and hangs his first K of his outing. Sam Haney strikes out swinging. Tony Boeto, the catcher for the Pickles, up now. Setting in the right-handed batter's box. He stands at 6'2", 210 from La Quinta, California. Currently a senior at Santa Clara University. And in the lineup today for the Pickles, 3 Santa Clara University Broncos. Matt Jew, one of them. Tony Boeto, and a little bit later in the lineup, Connor Henriquez. All upperclassmen as well. Henriquez, by the way, takes strike 1. 0-1 the count. Armbruster fires and catches the left corner of the plate for strike 2. Good stuff from Armbruster so far. The deepest Armbruster has gone is 2 1/3 innings back on June 6th. The rubber match between Port Angeles here at Joe Martin for the opening weekend series of the season and the 0-2. Grounder towards Ty Saunders at second base, and he takes a couple of strides and fires to Dylan Joyce at first for out number 2, top of the second.
Now batting, number 13, Connor Enrique.
In that outing against Port Angeles, Will Armbruster came in again for 2 1/3. Gave up 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, and registered 3 strikeouts and 13 batters faced. So a couple of tough outings for Armbruster in the early beginnings of this season. Delivers ball 1 now to Connor Henriquez. And the 1-0 in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, 2 outs. Top of the second inning. Henriquez, a right-handed batter, 6'3", 180, and this spring at Santa Clara as he grounds a 2-hopper to third base. Davis coming in quickly and fires one way over the head of Dylan Joyce. Not an on-target toss from Davis at third, who's been good there all weekend series, but missing Joyce there, as Davis thought he had a little bit less time than he actually did. He had more time than he maybe thought, and fired it over the head of Dylan Joyce, which is hard to do because Joyce stands at 6'4", 240, and had to leap in the air. So Davis now windmilling his right arm back, trying to stay loose. So a tough play from Davis, but good idea nonetheless. Connor Henriquez safe aboard at second base here for the Pickles. 2 outs, top of the second. Davis just has to shake that one off. First pitch from Armbruster, missing away from the right-handed batting Anthony Mata. And the 1-0. Popped off to the right. One ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Just missing the outside edge. To Anthony Mata. Only his second at bat of the season down there today. Struck out in his first for Portland earlier this season. I believed it was this series, actually. I'll have to double check. 2 balls, 1 strike, missing just downstairs. Armbruster walking off the back of the mound, looking at second. Ty Saunders sending him some signs, and 1 more out to go here in the top of the second. Armbruster behind in the count, 3-1. Pitch from Armbruster, driven down the right field side and drifting foul. It lands foul. And so making his way back to second is Connor Henriquez. Not able to find when Anthony Mata had his first at-bat. Anyway, in his second, full count. Strikes out looking. Armbruster gets it done on the mound for the Bells and confidently struts towards the Bells dugout after the Pickles leave 1 on the base paths at second and trail 1-0 to the Bells, who are leading off the bottom of the second with Dylan Joyce. We'll come back after this quick break on 98.9 KBay and 98.9KBay.com. Is it okay? Did they say
One guy said
okay. I potted it down a little bit. Okay. 1-2, 1-2. keep me posted on what they say. Hope the audio sounds good back on the video stream. Keep us posted. Want it to sound good for everybody. Bottom of the second inning now, and Dylan Joyce leading off for the Bellingham Bells. Kyle Etheridge back on the mound. Got 1 K in the bottom of the first against Ty Saunders, but Bells able to score a run, and the first pitch, a slider coming back in towards the right-handed Joyce. Cracked foul straight behind him. And the 0-1. Just missing outside. Ball 1. Joyce batting .265 and 34 appearances at the plate this season. And takes ball 2 inside. Brushes Joyce off the bag. (2-1), now 3-1 to Dylan Joyce. Swing and a miss. Full count now, bottom of the second. Nobody out. Joyce again stands at 6'4", 240, bats right. And is at first base today. The swing and offering, popped foul, driven into the Bells bullpen off to our right. Jim Clem hanging back out there, the Bells pitching coach. And right now just some stretching going on. No action quite yet. Will Armbruster a solid outing. Payoff pitch. Driven foul again. Joyce takes a big hack at it. Flies out of play off to the right. First start for Etheridge of the season. Now Joyce tries to hold up on the swing, but pops it fair to second baseman Daniel Hirose. And he shovels over to first. Sam Haney there for out number 1. Bottom of the second. Joyce, you could tell right when he made contact with that pitch, didn't like it and popped it almost bunt style down the first base side, and it dribbled all the way to the infield dirt where Daniel Hirose was right by first base and made the play. Now Riley Parker pops one up to center field, running over as Carter Booth. Plenty of time. He's got to come in a little bit and towards the right center field gap, but makes the catch for out number 2. Quickly as that. Bells have 2 out. Bottom of the second, and one run lead. Now A.J. Davis at the plate. 2 singles on Friday night, first game against the Pickles. Bells dropped that one 3-0, and Davis, first pitch, showed bunt, pulled back, ball 1 called. Davis has looked good at third base all series, with one exception. That was today with a errant throw to first. And now the 1-0, missing down and inside to Davis, 2-0. Etheridge works real quickly, and the 2-0 to Davis. In there, catching the left edge for strike 1. Davis, a 6'2", 180-pound right-handed batter, stands with a wide stance, left foot towards the back of his stance, and in terms of standing open at the plate. And 3 balls, 1 strike. Strike 2 called as the off speed catches the left edge again. Good stuff from Etheridge. It's been change up heavy here today. And the payoff pitch, 2 outs. Driven to Anthony Mata at shortstop, makes the dart across the diamond for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning for the Pickles with some help from the infield. And nobody on for the Bells. Will Armbruster coming back out top of the third. When we come back on your home for Bells baseball, 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9kbay.com.
Your series tumbler hot dogs, round pretzels, Hagen buns, Jack Mountain meats, burgers, and Little Caesar pizza.
So, you work with a lender to get a mortgage. You get into your new home and you receive notice that your mortgage company has broken up with you and you'll be sending your payments somewhere else. You deserve a partner who will be there with you every step of the way. At WeQ, we service 100% of our loans. Plus, we're not for profit, so you can rest assured knowing that we'll always have your best interest at heart. For a limited time, get your mortgage through WeQ and receive $500 off closing costs. WeQ is an equal opportunity lender.
When people come before profit, convenience comes without compromise.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app.
So we can track our spending,
deposit checks,
manage debit and credit cards,
and send money, just like that. Credit unions are powered by members and the values we share.
And BECU puts that power right in our hands.
So join us.
BECU, more than just money.
Pickles here to lead things off, top of the third inning, and it is Carter Booth, 6 foot, 185-pound right-handed batter. Led off the first 2 games in the number 1 batter spot. And he is a redshirt sophomore at Everett Community College. Scored the first run of the series, I believe. No, that was Ryan Ball on Friday night, but Carter Booth came across home plate to score 1 of the 3 runs on Friday night. And now the first pitch from Armbruster. Swing and a miss from Carter Booth. Double taps home plate. And sets for the 0-1. Missing outside. Nice snag by Samperi. Reach across his body, left-handed, making the grab. Everybody out in their shorts and tank tops today. A beautiful sunny day in Bellingham. Weather hovering around 75 degrees. Slight breeze from the outfield to the infield. Now a grounder. 2-hopper to shortstop Parker. Charging in towards the mound. Makes the play to first. Joyce has to make the catch on the ground and does for out number 1 in the top of the third. Good play by both Parker and Dylan Joyce at first. Back to the top of the order now. Daniel Hirose. Ground out in the top of the first and in his first appearance this weekend. Hirose from Sammamish, Washington. And like we talked about earlier, attends school out in Spartanburg, South Carolina at Wofford College. Takes ball 1 from Armbruster, now the 1-0. Driven right at first baseman Joyce, who snags it backhanded in front of him with his left hand for out number 2. Joyce active today at first base. Like every day. That's the job of a first baseman. And Dylan Joyce doing a great job. After he and Jack Van Remortel were splitting the roles early in the season, Jack was hurt in the first game in the Wenatchee series out in Central Washington and will not be around for the rest of the summer. So our thoughts go to Jack Van Remortel, as he was scheduled to play all summer with the Bells, but injured and back home. Armbruster delivers the first strike to Tristan Gomez, and now strike 2 as he swings and misses. Gomez, the only base hit for the Pickles in this ball game. Now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. How about that? Will Armbruster walking off the mound and a little bit of a smirk at the man at the plate. Armbruster, third strikeout in 3 innings, and he is feeling it. Pickles go 1-2-3, top of the third. We come back in the bottom of the inning. Bells with a 1-run lead. Ezra Samperi, the catcher, leading things off. When we come back on your home for Bells baseball, 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9kbay.com. hard right? Oh, that means they're only... Oh, I know what that means. So they're only getting the right channel. Or the left. Well, I don't get it. So... Well, I'll try something else. What does this do? Oh, see if they cut it out. I could do a control room send. I could try the control room send. Well, we're gonna have to see what I have in my bag of tricks. The bottom of the third inning, and he is in the ninth batter spot for the Bells on this Father's Day Sunday here at Joe Martin Field. What a great day it's been so far. So glad to have everybody on board listening to this ball game. First tip from Sam Perry, strike one as it's fouled back and into the netting. And the 0-1. Missing just wide and away from the right-handed batting Sam Perry. 1 ball, 1 strike. Etheridge works real quickly and only has 1 strikeout so far. Delivers ball 2 to Ezra. Ezra batting .235 coming into today. 1 walk on Friday night, his last start. Now the 2-1 missing down low. And the 3-1 to Sam Perry. Missing down off to the left. Away from the right-handed batter. So Sam Perry walked on a 4-1 count. 5 pitches total from Kyle Etheridge. And Sam Perry aboard here in the bottom of the third. And Bells are feeling real good, getting a 1 run across the plate in the bottom of the first, their first of the weekend series. Here on Game 3 against the Portland Pickles. It's been a little bit of a struggle thus far for the Bells. To the top of the lineup now, the man who did score the only run was brought home on a sac fly in the bottom of the first and led things off with a base hit. So Corona back at the plate. Swings and misses at the first offering. Down and away. Strike 1. The 0-1 to Corona. Driven foul back to the left. No balls, 2 strikes to Emilio Corona. The 0-2 foul tip straight back again, this time towards the press box here at Joe Martin Field. The 0-2 to Corona. Runner goes from first. The throw from behind the dish, way over the head of second baseman Daniel Hirose and into center field. So in there with a stolen base is Ezra Samperry. Meanwhile, Corona takes strike 3 and strikes out. Only one gone here in the bottom of the third. And Ty Saunders now with a runner on second and a umpire meeting in the middle of the infield to determine whether there may have been interference. I'm not sure. Regardless, Ezra Samperi safe at second on a nice jump off of the first bag to steal the middle base. So Ty Saunders struck out in the bottom of the first and is still in need of some offense here now with a runner in scoring position. First pitch sails outside from the right-handed batting Saunders. The switch hitter. And now the 0-1, or 1-0 rather. Foul tip straight back. Now 1-1. Check swing at the plate. Saunders takes strike two. One ball, two strikes to Ty Saunders down at the plate. Runner on second is Ezra Samperi. After stealing second and getting aboard on a 4-1 walk. Check not coming from Etheridge and to Saunders. Popped up, playable into foul territory. Sam Haney watching it. No. Drifting out into the right field bleachers. And right behind a row of fans who are a couple of families over there with their fathers and kids. Everybody in their summer attire on this hot Sunday afternoon. A beautiful day at that. And some lawn chairs and blankets in the left field grass adjacent to left field. And foul ball heaven over there for all the youngsters like to chase those down. The 1-0 check swing in the dirt. And Ty Saunders couldn't hold up. Charges to first base. And is thrown out for insurance by Tony Boeto. So 2 outs now for the Bells in the bottom of the third. Daniel Jernan, the man who smoked a base hit back in the first. First pitch, slider, misses outside for ball one. The 1-0 down and inside, this time to Jernan. 2 balls, no strikes. Jernan on the season, batting 250 at bats, 17 strikeouts. Now lifts one to left field in foul territory, drifting back. Some of the Portland Pickles waving at the foul ball as it lands in the left field bleachers and in the middle of some fans on the opposite side now. On this beautiful Father's Day Sunday. Daniel Jernan double taps home plate and now sets for the 2-1 pitch. Ezra Samperi at second. Now a check over there. Samperi caught a little bit off the bag. Nobody there at second for the Pickles to make the play. Etheridge wanted to, but everybody a little bit confused on the play there. So Samperi safe and starting to get his own leadoff again at second base. Meanwhile, Jernan, the 2-1. Falls just downstairs for ball 3. On deck for the Bells, Cole Miller, who brought home Emilio Corona for the only run of this ball game on a sac fly to left field. The 3-1 called strike. Looked a little bit off. 3-2 the count to Daniel Jernan. Bottom of the third inning, 2 outs. Ezra Samperi on second. Bells playing with the lead here for the first time this weekend. The payoff. Swing and a miss. Daniel Jernan skips to the Bells dugout, and Etheridge back to the Portland dugout after delivering his second strikeout of the inning to Daniel Jernan. That retires the side in the third. We're going to the top of the fourth at Joe Martin Field. Bells ahead 1-0. When we come back, Pickles leading things off with Ryan Ball on the other end of this break. 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9KBay.com. Ryan Ball leading things off here in the top of the fourth inning for the Portland Pickles. Swings and misses at the first offering. And Armbruster back on the mound for the fourth, his longest outing so far of the season. Joyce now plays the 2-hop at first base and tosses to Armbruster to come in for a little bit of security and makes the tag, force out rather, at first for out number 1 in the top of the fourth. Moving right along here, and Will Armbruster working well, working efficiently in his longest outing, like I mentioned, here in Father's Day Sunday. Will Armbruster, local guy, was super excited to come up to Bellingham. One of the few returners from the 2019 summer. And delivers ball 1 to Matt Jew at the plate for the second time today. Grounded into a fielder's choice. Back in the top of the first. And that retired the side as Riley Parker got the force out at second against Tristan Gomez. And Will Armbruster delivers a couple of balls and walks off the pitcher's mound and pumps himself up. He's been working well so far, but has to stay in the zone. The 2-0. Upstairs, catching the top of the zone for strike 1. Good pitch from Armbruster. An avid golfer. 2-1. And a foul ball driven down the right base side, rather, into the Bells bullpen. Heads up over there, where there is some action currently, by the way. Two balls, 2 strikes to Matt Jew at the plate. Right-handed batter. Armbruster delivers. Off speed, misses high. Armbruster wanted to try to get him chasing there. Matt Jew this spring, 119 at-bats with the Santa Clara University Broncos. Had a .324 on-base percentage and the 3-2. Swing and a miss. There he is, Armbruster in the zone. 4th strikeout of the afternoon. Hayden Hastings walking down the right field side after visiting the Bells bullpen. Typically, the Bells starters in the ideal situation go 4 or 5 innings, and that's what Armbruster's been looking like today. Strike one delivered now to Sam Haney. 2 outs gone, top of the 4th. The 0-1. Just missing high for ball 1. Haney, a left-handed batter, and in his second at-bat of the weekend series, struck out in the second of today's game. The 1-1. Missing high and away above the right corner of the zone. Two balls, one strike. Armbruster offers and delivers strike 2. Nice inside slider. Haney didn't even try. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning. Nobody on for the Pickles. Armbruster deals. Grounder towards second base. Will it get through? Joyce makes the play. Backhanded and flips it over to Armbruster, who gets his second force out at first base of the inning and retires the side. Pickles go 1, 2, 3, and the Bells escape. Ahead by 1 run. Bottom of the 4th we go after this break on 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9kbay.com.
The Slow Pitch Sports Grill and Casino has live casino card games in a poker room that features Texas Hold'em and Omaha games. Located in Bellingham, Washington.
Fresh out of school or looking to change careers? Taylor Driving School offers an affordable road to a high-paying career in truck driving. Weekday and weekend classes are available, and after as little as 4 weeks of instruction, you'll be ready to hit the road. Drivers are in high demand, and with reputable instruction from Taylor Driving School, you'll likely graduate with a job that will have you driving immediately. Financial aid options are available. Find out more online or by calling Taylor Driving School and get started on your new career today.
Okay. Well, both starters here this afternoon going deep in the ball games, and, well, only in the bottom of the 4th now, but doing what they need to are Kyle Etheridge and Will Armbruster. Etheridge on the mound now against Cole Miller, and he floats the first 2 pitches foul. 0-2 the count. And Etheridge really works quickly, and that's a sign of a good pitcher, and he's been solid today. Only 1 run unearned earlier in this ball game. Emilio Corona getting the Bells' first run in 20 innings. And the 1-2 to Corona. Swing and a miss. Cole Miller strikes out swinging. And that is the 4th K for Etheridge in his outing. Beautiful Father's Day Sunday here at the Hagen Diamond at Joe Martin Field. Ryan Carlson here with you, bringing you Bells baseball all summer long. Grayson Sterling now at the dish and takes ball 1. Inside in front of the batting gloves. Sterling, a 6'3", 185-pound left-handed batter, is the DH today. And I realized that we never ran through the Bells lineup, although we've been through it once already. Corona, Saunders, Jernan, top three. Cole Miller, cleanup. Sterling, batting fifth, DH. And the 2-0 to Sterling. Driven into shallow center. Running in is Carter Booth. And running back is Daniel Hirose, who ends up making the grab from second base for out number 2. So Sterling batting fifth, Joyce sixth, Riley Parker seventh, A.J. Davis eighth, and Ezra Samperi at ninth. And we all know the positions pretty much. Corona in center, Saunders at second, Jernan in center. No, Emilio Corona in right field, I'm sorry. Jernan in center. Cole Miller out in left, and Sterling the DH. Dylan Joyce, the man at the plate now. Batting sixth and is at first base for the Bells. Riley Parker's out at shortstop, batting seventh. A.J. Davis at third. He's batting eighth, and Ezra Samperi batting catcher. So how about that? The starting lineup for the Bells here in the bottom of the fourth, as we were a little bit delayed getting started in the pregame, but have to go through the pregame checklist. And now I think we're all caught up to speed. 4 innings in. Joyce, a couple of foul balls down the left base side, and now faces a 1-2 count. He grounded out in the second inning when he led things off. Now nobody on. 2 outs for the Bells. Bottom of the fourth. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Etheridge, quick work in the fourth. Bells go 1, 2, 3, and we are going to top of the fifth. Bells with a 1-run lead. Here at home against Portland, would sure like to avoid the series sweep. And they are in front here in what has been a good day pitching-wise for both sides. And new pitcher coming up for the Bells on the other side of this break. We'll tell you who it is when we come back on 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9KBay.com.
Acme Valley ice cream is distinguished by its robust flavor, taffy-like texture, and smooth mouthfeel finish that satisfies with every spoonful. Indulgent and delicious. This is full-strength ice cream, the way it was meant to be, handcrafted here in the Pacific Northwest. Share it with a friend or keep it all to yourself. Once you taste Acme Valley ice cream, you will never settle for less. We truly are, pound for pound, the best around.
When people come before profit, convenience comes without compromise.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app.
So we can track our spending.
Deposit checks.
Manage debit and credit cards.
And send money. Just like that.
Credit unions are powered by members and the values we share.
And BECU puts that power right in our hands.
So join us.
BECU, more than just money.
University, number 20, Kai Francis. Lead off the Pickles, number 8, Tony Boeto.
Leading off the top of the fifth was Tony Boeto, and he lined one into left center field. Daniel Jernan sprinting all the way to his right, making the diving catch. Spectacular job by Jernan in center for out number 1. Oh boy, that was a great play. Jernan's got the speed, he's got the quickness and ability, and he made it there. A sharp grounder, or a liner rather, to left center in front of the giant scoreboard here at Joe Martin. And Jernan, exceptional play. You heard the applause coming back. And by the way, the man on the mound, who everybody was waiting for during the break, Kai Francis. 2021 high school graduate from Bainbridge High School. And now a one-hopper to second baseman Ty Saunders. Takes a couple of steps towards first, where he throws it to Dylan Joyce for out number 2. Quick inning already. And Kai Francis from Bainbridge Island, Washington, and again is committed to Gonzaga University in the fall of this year. Stands at 6'3", 175 pounds. Made his first trip with the Bells, well, first experience with the Bells, on their journey to Port Angeles in the very last series. And now a grounder towards A.J. Davis at third. This time takes a couple of strides towards first and chucks it over to first. Takes a couple of hops, and Joyce, having to fully extend off the bag, now bumps baseball gloves with Davis as they go into the dugout after out number 3. That one a little close, too close for comfort also from A.J. Davis, but Dylan Joyce bailing him out, keeping his back left foot on the bag and retiring the side. Again, another 1-2-3 inning, the third in a row for Portland. Not able to get anything done. Great defense in the infield and pitching so far from Armbruster and Kai Francis, who is through 1 inning. We'll come back. Bottom of the 5th coming up on your home for Bells Baseball, 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9kbay.com.
Great futures start here. Serving 360 kids per day. Supporting academic success. 102,200 meals and snacks served in 2020. Supporting healthy lifestyles. Help us launch great futures by making a gift today at whatcomeclubs.org.
Fresh out of school or looking to change careers? Taylor Driving School offers an affordable road to a high-paying career in truck driving. Weekday and weekend classes are available. And after as little as 4 weeks of instruction, you'll be ready to hit the road. Drivers are in high demand, and with reputable instruction from Taylor Driving School, you'll likely graduate with a job that will have you driving immediately. Financial aid options are available. Find out more online or by calling Taylor Driving School and get started on your new career today.
Valley ice cream is distinguished by its robust flavor, taffy-like texture, and smooth mouthfeel finish that satisfies with every spoonful. Indulgent and delicious. This is full-strength ice cream, the way it was meant to be, handcrafted here in the Pacific Northwest. Share it with a friend or keep it all to yourself. Once you taste Acme Valley ice cream, you will never settle for less.
Test 1 2 1 2.
Leading off for your Bells, number 15, Riley Parker.
New pitcher for the Portland Pickles, and I believe it is number 30 in the Portland Navy Blue. No, I'm sorry, wrong number. Corona cracks one down the left field base side, foul into the left field grass. Heads up over there, as it is a sea of blankets and lawn chairs where fans are sitting out in the grass, and large signs propped up on their way to that seating area that read "Heads up for foul balls," and one scorches their way off of a shot from Riley Parker, who swings and misses at the second offering. And after I saw the number of the pitcher on the mound for the Portland Pickles, I had to readjust, find the name. I did. Scott Wright on the mound. 6'3", 200-pound right-hander from Butler University. And now delivers ball 1 to Riley Parker. Scott Wright working quickly like Kyle Etheridge did. My head is spinning trying to get around who that is and all these pitches to start the bottom of the 5th. Riley Parker, the right-hand batter, setting for the 1-2. Wright offers and delivers strike 3. Parker strikes out looking. Good stuff from Scott Wright here early on.
A.J. Davis.
Scott Wright, a junior at Butler University, by the way. A.J. Davis batting 8th for the Bells, up now with 1 out, nobody on. Butler University Bulldogs. Bunt shows, pulls back. Davis takes ball 1. Scott Wright goes to Butler University, but is from Portland, Oregon. And obviously playing for the Portland Pickles. 1-0 to Davis. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Davis caught fishing a slider down and away from the right-handed batting Davis. And Butler University all the way out in Indianapolis, Indiana. Scott Wright from Sunset High School in Portland, Oregon. Now the 1-2 to Davis. Swung on, foul tip, straight back. Scott Wright in a relieving role at Butler University and making his first appearance of the day here, bottom of the 5th inning. Swing and a miss from Davis. Second strikeout in as many batters faced from Scott Wright, and 2 down for the Bells already in the bottom of the 5th. Ezra Samperi, bottom of the lineup for the Bells, at the plate now with 2 outs, nobody on. Takes ball 1, down and away. Ezra bats right, and the 1-0 popped to deep right field. Running back, and now to his left is Tristan Gomez, getting under it and drifting towards the track, making the grab for out number 3. Bells go 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th, and lead this ball game 1-0. All low-scoring affairs this weekend against Portland so far, and it remains that way through 5 here at Joe Martin today. Take a quick break, come back. You're listening to Bells Baseball on 98.9 K-Bay, 98.9kbay.com. 1 minute. It sure is. What a fun Father's Day afternoon it's been so far here at Joe Martin Field. Kai Francis back on the mound, delivers ball 2 to the leadoff man for the Pickles in the top of the sixth, rather. We are at Joe Martin. Bells are the home team. And the 2-0. Driven, one hopper, now two to Ty Saunders at second base. And he gathers calmly, coolly, and collected. And delivers to Dylan Joyce at first, out number 1. In the last, well, actually, every single inning has been quick work for the Bells in this ball game. And in specific, the last 3 have been 1, 2, 3 for the Pickles, which is what the Bells felt like in the last 2 games, really, this weekend. Being outscored 4-0 and finally getting their first run in the bottom of the first here today. Top of the lineup, Daniel Hirose. Lines one foul off the right base side. And already Kai Francis in a 0-2 count ahead of the batter. And working well is Kai Francis, who had one outing on June 16th back in Port Angeles on his first trip with the Bells, the 0-2. Missing outside, fastball at 90. And Francis went 1 1/3. A couple of strikeouts, 1 walk, and 7 batters faced. A little bit of time to settle in. That was his first collegiate action, really, in his first outing with the Bells this summer. Again, a 2021 high school grad from Bainbridge High School. Real close by. And really showing the Bells what he can do here today. The 1-2. Driven into right field, and Corona doesn't have to move very much. A couple strides back to his left and makes the grab about 10 yards in the warning track. And 2 gone already in the top of the 6th. Kai Francis ascends to the top of the pitcher's mound after the batter Tristan Gomez getting set in the left-handed batter's box. First pitch on its way and cutting Tristan Gomez in half inside for ball 1. Gomez had to hinge his hips back and get out of the way. Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss from Gomez. Nice heater in there at 89. Kai Francis feeling it here as second inning of the afternoon. 2 outs, nobody on for Portland. Top of the 6th, the 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? No. Ball 2 called. And Tristan Gomez, a sophomore at Cal State Fullerton. 2-1. Driven down the left field side into the left field grass. Heads up over there. Hits an empty and vacant spot in the grass, thankfully. And looks like a youngster in a teal Bells shirt coming up with that foul ball and showing his dad on Father's Day. Probably look to get that signed after the ball game, as the Bells like to greet some fans and thank them for coming out, signing some baseballs. Time called at the plate. Tristan Gomez steps out and now faces a 2-2 count. Kai Francis working diligently on the mound. The 2-2. Swung on right at Francis. Running over is Ty Saunders behind second and makes the throw to first. Joyce having to jump up in the air, try to tag him as he was above the base, and rushing behind him across the bag was Tristan Gomez, who is safe at first. And the throws from all around the infield diamond, all off the mark today, it seems, to Dylan Joyce, who's been pulled up and to left and right and everywhere around the first base. Nothing clean for Joyce today, but Joyce doing a good job of corralling all these wayward passes. Well, throws, rather. But safe aboard with 2 outs is Tristan Gomez at first, and now a foul ball popped up, drifting out of play down the left side from Ryan Ball. Kai Francis sets with his right arm dangling and leaning forward. Now the 0-1. 2 ball down in the dirt. Sam Perry glances towards first. No stolen base try from Gomez. One count. Mid-70s. Here is the weather in Bellingham. Check to first. The tag attempt from Joyce. Not in time. Diving back is Gomez. And Ryan Ball is the man who got the first run of the series and the winning run in Friday night's contest. Pickles winning 3-0. Now he grounds one down the right base side. Rolling foul before first base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kai Francis having to work a little bit extra in the top of the 6th after Bells could have had the 3rd out on a play from Ty Saunders. He just overthrew the grounder to Dylan Joyce. So Gomez aboard, getting a lead off. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. And the deal from Kai Francis, swing and a miss. Good stuff from Francis in 2 innings. And the Pickles strand 1 on the base paths here in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom. Bells coming up with a 1-run lead. Leading off is top of the lineup, Emilio Corona, when we come back on your home for Bells Baseball, 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9KBay.com.
As a local wholesale bakery, Flax for Life is a proud sponsor of the Bellingham Bells. We produce allergy-friendly baked goods that are nutritious and delicious. We offer a variety of yummy treats that include muffins, brownies, cakes, granolas, and our new line of cookies. With flaxseed being the main ingredient in all of our products, you get a tasty treat made from clean ingredients that are loaded with fiber, omega-3s, and healthy protein. You can find us at your favorite local retailers or online at flaxforlife.net. Go Bells!
So, you work with a lender to get a mortgage. You get into your new home and you receive notice that your mortgage company has broken up with you and you'll be sending your payments somewhere else. You deserve a partner who will be there with you every step of the way. At WeQ, we service 100% of our loans. Plus, we're not for profit, so you can rest assured knowing that we'll always have your best interest at heart. For a limited time, get your mortgage through WeQ and receive $500 off closing costs. WeQ is an equal opportunity lender.
Okay. Leading off, bottom of the 6th inning, Emilio Corona pops one straight back and foul. Had that caught the netting in front of the press box, might have had enough momentum to do some damage into the glass protecting us up here. Really unique and inspiring story of the pitcher now for the Portland Pickles, Scott Wright. A couple weeks into his junior year of high school, he had a partially torn ligament in his elbow as he delivers the 0-1 to Corona, swing and a miss. And that pretty much stopped him from pitching in the last 2 years of his high school tenure. And schools he had talked to weren't really interested anymore in recruiting him as a pitcher after the injury. The 0-2. And now pitching for Butler University. Delivers strike 3, by the way, to Corona, who strikes out looking. Up now, Ty Saunders grounds a soft one to the base of the pitcher's mound, and Scott Wright able to throw him out at first. 2 gone already, bottom of the 6th. And just like that, Bells with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, Daniel Jernan with his red batting gloves standing in the right-handed batter's box takes strike 1. Jernan, 10 hits, 12 runs, 3 homers. Tried to hold up, but strike 2. Jernan, though, batting .200 coming into today with a base hit in the first, struck out in the bottom of the 3rd. And the 0-2. Pop to right field, drifting way foul and out of play. And it must have been a nice grab. Oh, there's a, looks like the 0-2 to Dan. One-two to Jernan, sails way down and away. Slider missing at 80 miles an hour. Jernan, a junior at Lower Columbia College, down in the Longview, Washington area. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the. Scott Wright was a 3-time all-conference pitcher at Sunset High School in Portland. And he originally transferred to Butler University from Baylor in the spring of 2018. He wanted to play for Butler. And Jernan lines one into right center field with a lot of velocity on it. Skips off the wall, and Jernan is headed to and is standing up there with a 2-out double in the bottom of the 6th. Jernan continues his offensive production here in the bottom of the inning. Boy, that guy can rake it. And now a mound visit from the Portland pitching coach, Brian Grant, chatting with Scott Wright, who came in for Kyle Etheridge. Wright starting the 5th inning. Pitched well, a couple of strikeouts, and already 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th.
Now batting, number 4, Cole Miller.
Cole Miller over 2 on the day, but he brought home Emilio Corona in the 1st on a sac fly to left field. A glance to second from Wright. Now the offering to Miller. Check swing, strike 1 though. Miller, a sophomore at the University of Washington, like Emilio Corona, the man he brought home earlier, both sophomores and UW Huskies. The 0-1. Grounded down the third base side, foul. Miller standing at 6'1", 190. 6 foot, 190 rather. And we talked to him when he arrived in Bellingham, trying to bulk up the season and develop his power at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes to Cole Miller. Now he lines one down the left base side, fair, and towards the left field fence. It's going to bring home Daniel Jernan. He crosses the bag. Cole Miller with another 2-out double following Jernan brings home Jernan from second. Bells lead 2-0. Doubles here in the bottom of the 6th, and a couple of claps from head coach Adam Giesland, who's at the third base coach position. Cole Miller had 2 doubles on the season coming into today, gets his 3rd here this afternoon. Now a mound visit from head coach, this time for the Pickles, Mark Magdaleno, as well as the Pickles infield. No glance to the bullpen yet. He is chatting with his middle of the game pitcher, Scott Wright. Takes the baseball, now signals towards the Pickles bullpen, and Wright going 1 2/3 And we are going to a break, and we'll come back, tell you about the new pitcher on the mound for Portland, and it's this time number 30, who we thought was on the mound before. We'll tell you a little bit more about number 30 when we come back on your home for Bells Baseball, 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9KBay.com. On the mound now, number 30 for the Portland Pickles, Kyle Hoskins. Stands at 6'3", 195 pounds. He is a right-hander at the University of, Cal State University, Northridge. And the first batter he has to face is Grayson Sterling, 0 for 2 on the day, couple of flyouts. One to center field in the first, and one to second baseman, Daniel Hirose, in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Sterling in there for strike one. Nice off speed in there at 72. And now Sterling cracks one into deep right field. I'm sorry. What's wrong with me? Back there at the track, Tristan Gomez makes the grab, fighting the sun, high to our left. I got that direction right for out number 3. So Sterling flies out for the third consecutive time. Bells score another run, couple of doubles from Jernan and Cole Miller. Excited the crowd, brought home another run. Second of the game for the Bells. They lead 2-0. Top of the 7th we go. Time for the hat shuffle. We'll see who gets it right here in the packed house, it feels like, on this Sunday Father's Day. Take a quick break, come back. You're listening to 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9KBay.com. Mute, please. Mute on there. One ball, one strike. Delivered to Matt Jew. Watches the first pitch sail away. Ball one. Now foul tip. Straight back. Strike one. Matt Jew got 0 for 2 on the day, actually. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the first. Takes a nice off-speed outside, well, inside the strike zone on the outside edge for strike 2. So Matt Jew, and he struck out top of the 4th inning, and now top of the 7th, leading things off. The 1-2 from Kai Francis. Swing and a miss. Kai Francis not missing a beat, coming on after Will Armbruster goes 4. And Kai Francis posts his second strikeout of his outing. Francis pitching real well. His second appearance for the Bells this summer. And strike 1 delivered. Fastball at 90. Swing and a miss from Sam Haney. 6 foot, 200-pound left-handed batter is Sam Haney from Clark Community College, batting 5th. Strike 2 this time. Another fastball, 91. Right down Broadway. 0-2 the count. 1 out, gone, top of the 7th inning. Bells ahead of the Pickles, 2-0, and the 0-2. Grounded up towards Kai Francis. He gets his glove on it, bounces down to the turf, and Kai Francis recollects quickly over to Joyce for out number 2. Boy, Kai Francis looking really good. Took him 1 start, 1 appearance. Well, he didn't get the start yet this season, coming in middle of the game out in Port Angeles. I'm going to double check that. I think he may actually have gotten the start. I got to double check my notes. And he delivers strike 1 to Tony Boeto with 2 outs, top of the 7th. No, he did not get the start. He followed J.D. Callahan out in PA. And J.D. Callahan's first start. And both of them combining for a total of 4 innings. Getting through that one, but Bells, they beat Port Angeles in the first of 3 games, 9-1. But they're here at Joe Martin this weekend against Portland, and Kai Francis facing Tony Boeto, top of the 7th, 2 outs. Boeto, 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on for the Pickles. The pitch, just off the outer portion of the strike zone. Missing to the left if watching from the pitcher's mound. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Little butterfly right at the feet of Francis on the mound, and the 2-2. Way inside. Not sure if Francis's peripheral vision saw that, but a little distracting, I could imagine, as the wind picks up from the center field towards home plate. Check swing at the dish. And knocked down to the turf. Tag out from Samperi. Out number 3 for the Pickles, top of the 7th. Bells working real quickly. And stretch time here at Joe Martin. Take a quick break, come back. You're listening to Bells Baseball on 98.9 K-Bay. And before we come back, hope everybody listening is able to stretch out yourselves on 989kbay.com. Of the 7th, Dylan Joyce leading things off, 0 for 2 on the day for the Bells, who are ahead by 2 runs. 2-0 is our score. Hope we were able to get up and stretch a little. wherever you may be tuning in, and we appreciate everybody who tunes in so loyally to Bells Baseball. We are in the bottom of the 7th. It's been a fun day here at Joe Martin Field. First pitch to Joyce, 81-mile-an-hour slider, missing for ball 1. I believe that's Kyle Hoskins still on the mound. It is the 1-0. Grounded towards the right infield gap. Gets through. Joyce aboard at first on a leadoff base hit, bottom of the 7th. Bells continuing to work and produce offensively more than they have all weekend here on this Father's Day Sunday. And it's been an enjoyable Father's Day Sunday at that. Fans sticking around. Weather, the temperature growing throughout the ball game now. Mid to upper 70s. We started the game lower 70s. I'm not complaining. Now Parker at the dish gets tagged with an off-speed pitch at 73. And grimaces as he turned away from that pitch. Got him in the lower back and is on his way to first. Bells with 2 runners on. Bottom of the 7th, nobody out. So that advances Dylan Joyce to second. And A.J. Davis now at the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. 2 runners on, bunt shows, pulls back, ball 1 called. The 1-0. Bunt shows and tags Davis in the left thigh. Trouble for Kyle Hoskins. Not able to control his pitches right now. Home plate umpire walking out, delivering Hoskins a fresh baseball. And we will see how much longer Hoskins sticks around. By the way, that loads the bases for the Bells with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Bottom of the lineup now, Ezra Samperi at the dish with a chance to increase the Bells' lead. Currently at 2 runs, bases are loaded. And Hoskins remains atop the bump. No visit from anybody except from his catcher, Tony Boeto. Now the home plate umpire coming to break that up. Beautiful day in Bellingham. Upper 70s. Nothing but blue skies overhead. A couple of streaky and very faded, very faint white clouds. And now Mark Magdaleno, after the visit to the pitcher's mound from the catcher, takes as much time as he possibly can to allow his bullpen to get some warm-up in. And we will more than likely see a change here. Mark Magdaleno out, as well as the entire Pickles infield atop the pitcher's mound, chatting with. They're probably going to take as much time as they possibly can here. And Jim Clem walking out to visit Adam Giesland by home plate. Giesland with both hands on his hips. Well, this is now the point to the dugout, or the bullpen rather, from Magdaleno. And the departure from Kyle Hoskins. So obviously, the Pickles hoping Hoskins could go a little deeper. And loading the bases here, bottom of the 7th. So rushing out of the bullpen. I thought I caught the number earlier. We will see. Don't have that in my notes. And we're looking for the number. Hard to see from our broadcast location. Let's see. You got a number out there? No word yet. Mark Magdaleno still on the mound with the Portland Pickles infield. Welcoming his new pitcher to the mound. And it looks like 51, August Souza. 6'2", 190-pound right-handed sophomore at Santa Clara University. Feels like we're at a Santa Clara University Broncos baseball game as This will be the fourth Bronco in the playing for the Pickles and the first pitcher from Santa Clara for the Pickles this weekend. As August Souza warms up, we will take a quick break and come back with a little bit more about Souza, who's got to get out of this bases-loaded jam in the bottom of the seventh. Bells threatening to add some more runs to their 2-run lead. Take a quick break. Come back. You're listening to 98.9 K-Bay and Bells Baseball on 989kbay.com. Okay. Bottom of the seventh, bases loaded for the Bells, and the 0-1 pitch to Sam Perry, missing down and away. Hold on a minute. What just happened? Every base runner on the base paths for the Bells advanced one base, and the bases were loaded, which means from third base, Dylan Joyce crossed the plate, and Mark Magdaleno out on the third base line chatting with the infield umpire. Does not look pleasant, by the way. And it was a 1-0 count to Sam Perry, who took a couple of strides backwards. As he watched Joyce cross the back. So Dylan Joyce crosses home plate, and my guess is they called a balk against Kyle Hoskins. Well, I'm sorry, that's August Souza on the mound for the Pickles, thus advancing the runners one base, and Mark Magdaleno gets tossed. Infield umpire now encroaching towards Mark Magdaleno again, who is not pleasant, to say the least. That's an understatement. Home plate umpire walking down the third base path. Magdaleno still barking at him, and the home plate umpire getting some of that also. Magdaleno furious. Absolutely giving it to the home plate umpire. He's already been tossed, and still with a few words for the home plate umpire. Oh boy. Magdaleno now walking towards the bullpen. And exiting the field of play here halfway down the left base side fence. And he will probably head back. He's got to walk through the concourse. And he is ejected from this ball game. So that is my interpretation. A balk was called. Ezra Samperi at the dish. 1 run scored. The 1-0 down and away. The 0-1, rather, I guess, is the count. Scoreboard a little bit off. Now, everybody on track. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ezra Samperi at the dish with 2 runners at second and third. It's Parker at third, Davis at second. The pitch down and away. Nice job from Tony Boeto to get in front of that. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1. Tags Sam Perry on the left calf muscle. Bases loaded again, nobody out, bottom of the 7th. Emilio Corona chatting with Bell's head coach Adam Giesland down into the left of home plate. Up in our broadcast vista, we are right above home plate. Bird's eye view here at Joe Martin. Now Emilio Corona right in front of us, walking up towards the base, and bases are loaded. Corona, he likes to swing away at the first couple of pitches. And how about that? 3 consecutive hit by pitches from 2 different pitchers. And almost another one as Corona brushed off the bag. Ball 1 called, and that almost got Corona's left leg. Corona standing narrowly at the dish, and now the 1-0. Swing and a miss from Corona. Bases loaded. Briley Parker over at third. A.J. Davis straight away at second. And now Ezra Samperi over at first. Nobody out, bottom of the 7th. The 1-1. Corona watches that pitch sail in for strike 1 off speed. One ball, 2 strikes to Emilio Corona. Bells with a 3-run lead, bottom of the 7th, bases loaded. The pitch. In there, strike 3. Good stuff from August Souza. And hangs a backwards K against Corona. Ty Saunders, next man up. Bases loaded, and Ty, a couple of ground outs and a strikeout. 0 for 3 on the day. Takes ball 1. Bases loaded for Saunders, bottom of the 7th inning. Here comes the 1-0 from Souza. Swung on to deep right field. Running back at the wall, Tristan Gomez makes the grab. Tagging up at third is Parker. He charges towards home. He will score. And sliding into third base is A.J. Davis. 90 feet away, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Bells have scored 2 and lead 4 runs to 0. Ezra Samperi stays put at first base. Davis at third. Runners on the corners. 2 outs now, bottom of the 7th. Bells with a 4-0 lead. Jernan grounds one to shortstop Anthony Mata. He makes the grab, throws it across the diamond. Jernan speedy, and the throw pulled Sam Haney off the dish and scores A.J. Davis from third base. Jernan safe. On an RBI single, adds on to the Bells lead, 5-0. Bells fans loving this action here today on a Father's Day Sunday. Bottom of the 7th, Bells put up 3. Runners at first and second. Samperi at second. Jernan at first. Runners go. The tag out at third. Successful. Samperi tagged out for out number 3, bottom of the 7th. Why not? 2 outs, 3 runs already, 5-run lead. Bells score 3, bottom of the 7th. That was a fun one. And Pickles get out of it. Bells strand a couple. And we will come back. Cole Miller will lead off the bottom of the 8th. But in the top of the inning, it will be Connor Henriquez for the Pickles. No runs on the board yet for Portland. And looks like we have Kai Francis back on the mound. He has worked very well and very quickly in this ball game. It's looked good. And he will be on the mound when we return after this quick break on 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9KBay.com.
The Slow Pitch Sports Grill and Casino has live casino card games in a poker room that features Texas Hold'em and Omaha games. Located in Bellingham, Washington.
Acme Valley ice cream is distinguished by its robust flavor, taffy-like texture, and smooth mouthfeel finish that satisfies with every spoonful. Indulgent and delicious. This is full-strength ice cream, the way it was meant to be, handcrafted here in the Pacific Northwest. Share it with a friend or keep it all to yourself. Once you taste Acme Valley ice cream, you will never settle for less. We truly are, pound for pound, the best around.
Leo Mosby.
One gone, top of the 8th inning. Leo Mosby came in to pinch hit for Connor Henriquez and flew out to center field on what was the first pitch. Kai Francis back on the mound and delivers his first offering to Anthony Mata. In there, strike one. Anthony Mata 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out looking in the second and a ground out in the 5th. Foul tip straight back to the left. No balls, 2 strikes, the count. Mata, a sophomore at University of California, Riverside. Originally from San Diego. And the 0-2 missing outside. Fastball, high and away from the right-handed batting Mata. Ball 1. Mata from San Diego went to Grossmont High School in East SD. And the 1-2. Foul tip towards the Bells dugout off to our right. Consistent breeze all afternoon, straight away from center field towards home plate. And 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mata. Francis deals, and just missing off the left edge of the strike zone. Looked pretty good from up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Francis delivers, and a liner into shallow left center. Parker at shortstop, leaping up, making the grab with his left hand for out number 2. Couple of flyouts, 2 outs now, with nobody on for the Pickles, top of the 8th. Carter Booth batting 9th for the Pickles. Up now. First pitch, a little bit too far inside, a curveball. 4 ball 1. The 1-0 from Francis. Popped foul, driven out of play down the right field side. Carter Booth batted .280 in the spring with Everett Community College. Checks his swing at the 1-1. Did he go? Yes. Strike two. Batted .280 in a total of 25 at-bats. And the 1-2 to Carter Booth. Missing outside from Francis. And Booth 0 for 2 on the day. Couple of ground outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Off speed. Foul tipped again, back to the left. So Francis sets for the 2-2 again. Check swing. He went. Strike 3, out number 3. Top of the 8th. And just like that, the Pickles go 1, 2, 3. To the bottom of the 8th we go. Bells lead the Portland Pickles 5 runs to 0. And take a quick break, come back. You're listening to 98.9 K-Bay and 989kbay.com.
When people come before profit, convenience comes without compromise.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app.
So we can track our spending.
Deposit checks.
Manage debit and credit cards.
And send money. Just like that. Credit unions are powered by members and the values we share.
And BECU puts that power right in our hands.
So join us.
BECU, more than just money.
Great futures start here. Serving 360 kids per day. Supporting academic success. 102,200 meals and snacks served in 2020. Supporting healthy lifestyles. Help us launch great futures by making a gift today at whatcomclubs.org.
So Cole Miller leading things off for the Bells in the bottom of the 8th inning. And he was at the dish in the bottom of the 7th as Ezra Samperi tried to steal third, but the tag out successful after the throw from the catcher Tony Boeto. But the Bells comfortable with putting up 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Now the 1-1 to Miller. Fastball from Souza, missing just inside, ball 2. Cole Miller tonight extended his double total to 3 on the season. And the 2-1 now to Miller. Grounded towards third baseman Connor Henriquez, and he chucks it across the diamond for out number 1 to first baseman Sam Haney. Grayson Sterling now for the Bells. 3 straight flyouts in all of his appearances at the plate today. All around the diamond, too. First pitch, swing and a miss. Nice slider from Souza. Caught Sterling fishing. Sterling still looking for his first hit as a Bellingham Bell. Flyouts today to center, second, and right. The 0-1. Swing and a miss again. Sterling's got a nice, smooth swing. But having trouble getting started up here in Bellingham. He'll be a sophomore at Gonzaga in the fall. And is the DH today. The 0-2 misses outside, 1-2. We're in the bottom of the 8th. 1 out for the Bellingham Bells, and they lead 5-0 against the visiting Portland Pickles. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Souza got him. Good stuff from August Souza, who walks off the pitcher's mound and regathers himself before facing Dylan Joyce. 2 gone, bottom of the 8th. Joyce today got aboard in the bottom of the 7th when he led things off and would eventually be brought home from third on a balk that was charged with bases loaded. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Joyce tried to hold up but was already too committed. The 0-1 with 2 outs, nobody on for the Bells, bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Way outside. Nice job by Tony Boeto. Reach across his body, make the grab. One ball, 1 strike to Dylan Joyce. Tall right-hander stands in. Grounds one foul, straight back to the backstop. Dylan Joyce, originally from San Rafael, California, sophomore at the University of Puget Sound. San Rafael just north of San Francisco. And now the 1-2. Way inside, brushing Joyce back off the plate slightly. Ball 2. Souza shrugs his shoulders and kicks and delivers the 2-2. Skips off the front of home plate and straight up above Tony Boeto. Strange hop there off the fastball in the dirt. Full count now for August Souza. Good battle here with Dylan Joyce. 2 outs, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Couple of Ks for Souza in the bottom of the 8th. And Bells will try to close things out in the top of the 9th inning. And we'll see if Kai Francis steps out towards the mound. Bells might go with somebody else to close this thing out. Don't go anywhere. We'll tell you who's taking the pitcher's rubber when we come back on your home for Bells Baseball, 98.9 K-Bay, and on 989kbay.com. Minute and a half here, please.
Great futures start here. Serving 360 kids per day. Supporting academic success. 102,200 meals and snacks served in 2020. Supporting healthy lifestyles. Help us launch great futures by making a gift today at whatcomeclubs.org.
When people come before profit, convenience comes without compromise.
That's why BECU has built a top-rated app.
So we can track our spending.
Deposit checks.
Manage debit and credit cards.
And send money. Just like that. Credit unions are powered by members and the values we share.
And BECU puts that power right in our hands.
So join us.
BECU, more than just money.
30. Well, here on the mound in the top of the 9th inning is Duncan Favor, and he is really electric to watch. And when I say the Bells pitching today has been exceptional, I mean it has been exceptional. Will Armbruster and Kai Francis each go 4 innings, and Will giving up only 1 hit, and that's it. Both combined for a total of 7 strikeouts, and looked really good. Duncan Favor, first pitch, just missing upstairs, strike 1. To the leadoff man and top of the order, Daniel Hedose. Sorry. Blanked on my penmanship in my scorebook, the 1-0. Foul tip from Hedose, straight back. I talked to Hedose before the game today and wanted to make sure I got his last name right. He said I could say it however I like, but like to get it right. 1 ball, 1 strike to Hedose. And Duncan Favor, the right-hander, really cool delivery. Off speed, now missing upstairs. Favor came in for the 9th inning back on June 15th, 5 days ago in Port Angeles, the 2-1. Popped straight up, drifting back and foul beyond the backstop. Heads up back there on the concourse. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hedose. 0 for 3 on the day. Couple of ground outs in the 1st and 3rd and flew out to right field in the 6th. The 2-2. Oh, boy. That looked like a really good pitch. Missing down and away from Hedose. That one a gift from the home plate umpire to Hedose, keeping him at the bag. Favor was already making his lap around the pitcher's mound as he would await the next batter. Not the case. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Hedose. Grounded foul right at the Portland dugout. Nice reflexes by the Portland Pickles pitching coach, Brian Grant. He barehanded that one and protected his players over there. Brian Grant, a great guy. We had a couple of opportunities to chat this weekend. Drafted by the Blue Jays in 1993. Great experience. The 3-2 from Favor. Grounded towards shortstop, Riley Parker. He slides in, making a couple of strides. And the throw to Joyce way off the mark. I don't know what's been going on today. But it's not only been Riley Parker. It's been a little bit of everybody as the throws to first base really testing Dylan Joyce. And the throw gets away from Joyce and into the out-of-play area behind first base. So an extra base awarded to Daniel Hedose. And the Pickles have 1 runner on, nobody out, top of the 9th inning. And Favor on the mound should be working with 1 out, but should be an error charge to Riley Parker on the throw. Again, has not been Parker's fault all day, but every throw, at least most, to Dylan Joyce have been off the mark. The 1-0 down and away from the left-handed batting Tristan Gomez. Ball 2. Favor's delivery, really unique. I've never seen anything like it. Nothing too special. It looks like he falls into slow motion halfway through. This time working a little faster. Strike 1 delivered. Great guy, too. We were on the road in Port Angeles, and we got to the hotel. I was walking around downtown Port Angeles midday on a Tuesday, and nothing was open. I walked past a burger joint. Duncan waved me down and ordered some food right when we got there before the first game. Ball 2. Well, the 2-1 count, rather. Foul tip straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Favor stands at 5'11", 200 pounds. Right-hander from Wenatchee, Washington. Went to Eastmont High School and is a redshirt junior at Central Washington. The 2-2 upstairs for ball 3. And Favor's got 3 more years of eligibility at Central. And into his collegiate baseball career. Excited to be here in Bellingham. We were talking about that earlier. Payoff pitch to Tristan Gomez. Swung on, foul tip directly above the mask of Ezra Samperi. Favor shakes off the sign and now accepts. Runner on second, that's Daniel Hedose for the Portland Pickles. The payoff. Foul tip again. So another try at the full count for Gomez and Duncan Favor. The right-hander atop the mound. Kick, steals, driven into left field. Not having to move very much as Grayson Sterling makes the catch. Hedose stays at second. And out number 1 recorded in the top of the 9th. After this, the Portland Pickles will return home for 6 games, hosting Corvallis and somebody else. I forgot who. I believe Corvallis, then Ridgefield. A couple of South Division rivals for the Portland Pickles, and the Bells will stay right here for another week, hosting the Bend Elks and then some non-conference games next weekend. We'll have that on the radio for you, but meanwhile, first pitch, a ball to Ryan Ball from Duncan Favor. 1-0 the count. Swing and a miss at the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryan Ball on the day 0 for 3. Fly out to center in the first. Ground out in the 4th and struck out swinging. Top of the 6th. No runs for the Pickles in this ball game. Runner at second in scoring position. Only the second time in this ball game a runner's been that far on the base paths. 1-1, missing high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hey, don't go anywhere for postgame. We will have a guest from the Bells dugout visit us up here. And you will not want to miss it, regardless of what happens here in the top of the 9th. Favor glances to second, and the 2-1 missing high. 3 balls, 1 strike. Justin Tucker tossing a baseball out in the Bells bullpen. May need to come in here. Favor aided with a fly out. That's 1 out on the scoreboard. Favor, really hard worker and just a great guy to be around. Friendly to everybody. Welcoming. As is Jim Clem, who's on the mound for the Bells with catcher Ezra Samperi. Trying to calm Duncan down. And again, the success rate after mound visits from pitching coach Jim Clem, very high. Jim Clem in about 7 different high school baseball Hall of Fames across the Pacific Northwest. In his 11th season with the Bells. Takes a seat in the upper left corner of the Bells dugout, does Jim Clem. Closest seat to the home plate. Now the 3-1 at the dish. Missing just high. Favor frustrated with himself as he walks Ryan Ball on a 4-1 count. Hedose stays at second base, and over at first is Ryan Ball. Matt Jew, the right-handed batter. First pitch, off speed, falling outside. Pickles dugout sure likes it. 1-0 the count. Matt Jew 0 for 3 on the day. Grounded out into a fielder's choice in the first. That retired the side. Couple of Ks after that in the fourth and in the seventh. Now the 1-0. Just missing up high. Looked pretty good right down the middle. Duncan Favor trying to stay loose out there. The 2-0. Just missing high again, and the Portland dugout making sure Duncan knows it. No action in the Bells bullpen. Faith in Duncan Favor, rightfully so. In his first appearance for the Bells out in Wenatchee, or Port Angeles rather. 3 straight strikeouts in relief. And delivers strike 1 to Matt Jew. Obviously, Favor struggling a little bit, closing things out in the bottom, at the top of this inning in the ninth. Bells ahead by 5 runs. 5-0 is our score. The 3-1. Missing high, and Favor loads the bases. 2 consecutive walks on 4-1 counts. No action in the bullpen. Bases loaded, 1 out for the Bells. Top of the ninth. First pitch from Favor. 88 mile an hour fastball, strike 1. Now the 0-1. In there, first strike 2. Top right corner of the strike zone against the left-handed batting Sam Haney, who is 0 for 3 on the day. Favor leaning back on the mound. Baseball in his right hand, now in his glove on his left hand. Looking at third base. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. How do you like that, says Duncan Favor. Second out at the top of the ninth. Favor's first strikeout in relief. 2 gone, bases loaded, top of the ninth. Portland down by 5 runs. Eamon Lance pinch hitting for Tony Boedo in the 6th spot. And 6th batter of the inning. So we started with the top of the order. Daniel Hedose, who is at third base, got aboard to second on an error charge to Riley Parker. Eamon Lance, first pitch down and inside against Lance. Ball 1. And Lance, sophomore at the University of, guess where? Well, Santa Clara University, rather. The 1-0. Catching the left edge. Strike 1 against the right-handed batting Lance. Good pitch from Favor. 87 mile an hour slider that time. One ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. Off speed, missing outside. 2-1. Last night, Lance was the DH for the Pickles and struck out 3 times. 2 of them swinging, 1 of them looking in the 4th. Had a base hit and a double back on Friday night. Now bases loaded here, top of the 9th. Favor delivers the 2-1. Popped up to right center at the track. Back there, Corona makes the grab. This ball game is over. Corona was at the edge of the track, maybe a couple yards in front of it, and makes the grab. The Bells empty out of the dugout and start to celebrate their 5-run win here against Portland. A little bit of a taste of their own medicine. Bells shut out in the first 2 games of the series, shut out the Pickles here in the top of the 9th with bases loaded for Portland, scoring no runs and no hits either in the top of the 9th. Hey, we're going to come back with the post game and the guests from the Bells dugout. Don't go anywhere. We will break down the game for you. And Mark Magdaleno with a big hug to Adam Giesland. Magdaleno tossed earlier. Now calm and collected down at home plate. Good to see him. And welcomes Giesland with a big hug. Those two have a lot of history at Clark College. We'll take a break, come back with the post game. You're listening to Bells Baseball on 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9KBay.com. All right, how much time now? Everybody on the YouTube live stream, please stand by. We have Daniel Jernan and Kai Francis coming up. Will join us both on the postgame. It's going to be fun. How much time at the station? Let's do 1 more 30, please. Sorry, waiting for them to come up. Thank you, thank you. Check 1 2 1 2. There he is. Good. I unmuted myself in case. Are you gonna stick around? Got a couple guys coming up.
Yeah, if you need me to stick around, I'll stick around. If not, just done.
Go up to the top left. How much time up there? Huh? Oh, this that top left? Oh, okay. Sorry, how much time back at the station? Oh, 1 more 30. 1 more 30, please. Sounds good, brother. Back post game, and we have Daniel Jernan. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you add another break? All right, keep the break playing. Yeah, I did. No worries. Great game, man. That was fun. That was fun. Yeah. All right, give you a little check 1 2. Go ahead. Check the mic.
Check 1 2.
How much time back at the station? Hey, we're here post game with Bell's center fielder Daniel Jernan. Had 3 hits tonight, and to tell you specifically when they came and what they were. In the first, Daniel Jernan got a base hit and a double in the 6th, and also got an RBI single in the 7th. Pretty great game from Mr. Jernan, and he's up here in the booth with us. Daniel, your thoughts after that game?
It's a good team win. Pitching staff held it down, and we came up with some big hits when we needed them. So good get back in the win column, and day by day now.
It's Father's Day. How did all those fans feel and having all of them here?
Oh, it was great to have a full house today. It's a great day to be out here. I love the pregame ceremonies and everything like that. Just happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
And you're from Surrey, British Columbia. Yeah. Is your family back there?
Yeah, they're across the border with the border closures. They can't make it down here for the summer, but they're watching the live streams back home, so doing what we can, but I'm sure they'll enjoy that one. I already called my dad this morning, too. Let him know, so it's a good day overall.
Awesome. Well, I hope they're on the live stream listening to our post-game chat right now. It's the Bells are now 5 actually, 3-game series into the 2021 season. How's your experience been so far?
It's been unbelievable. I can't take away enough from the coaching staff itself, the ship that they run here with this program. I love the atmosphere. I love the team, great group of guys, and it's a great place to play in the summertime.
This 3-game series against Portland, starting a long homestand for the Bells. How does it feel to be back and play at a field like Joe Martin?
It's definitely unreal, second to none, to be completely honest, for a lot of summer facilities. It was good to be on the road, see Washington a little bit, but it's good to be back home.
Daniel, thanks for joining us post-game. Great game today.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Take a quick break. Come right back. We got Kai Francis joining us in a moment right here on the Bells Radio Network, 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9KBay.com. Okay. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. That was great. Kai, how's it going?
Good.
Good?
Will
Great to have it, man.
Thank you.
Will Mary not be coming up?
Sure.
You think
The more the merrier.
somebody told me to tell him to come up, so he may or may not.
That's classic. Okay, great. How much time at the station? That's a minute left. Okay. Can you hear me okay in there?
Yeah.
Cool. Perfect. Give me a check 1 2 in your mic.
Check 1 2.
Perfect. Perfect. That was great stuff out there, man.
Thank you.
Fun to watch. Settling in nicely, huh?
Yeah, no. Had the jitters for the first game, but got
Yeah.
those out.
Perfect.
And,
Perfect. No, that's awesome. Let's see. 4 innings, 3 Ks. 3 Ks, right? Okay, yeah.
4.
4 Ks. Okay. Thank you. It's our statistician over there. The great Ben Bagley. Where did I miss one? Must have been there. Armbruster got the win, right?
Francis got the win. I got it. That's bullshit. Gotta pitch one more, man.
Back postgame with Kai Francis, the pitcher that was credited with the win today and pitched very well. Both he and Will Armbruster, starter, went 4 innings and registered 4 strikeouts, if my scorebook is correct. And we have Kai Francis joining us postgame up here in the booth. Kai, your thoughts after that win?
I mean, great overall team win. Our hitters really started working this game. We kind of lacked the hitting side of things first 2 games in the series, but everybody came together and had a great team win.
Yeah, you made your first appearance for the Bells out in Port Angeles, and you and I were talking. You had some of the jitters.
Yeah,
how was today?
It was my first outing. I mean, it's my first collegiate outing. I was a little bit nervous, but felt like I settled in pretty well this outing and felt comfortable up in the mound.
Very comfortable. You look comfortable from our vantage point, and I'm sure the vantage point of all the listeners on the radio. And yes, you are a 2021 high school graduate going to Gonzaga.
Yes, sir.
What's the decision making behind going to Gonzaga?
I mean, Gonzaga was really the first school who really showed interest to me. And after I made my unofficial tour at Gonzaga, I knew that was a place I wanted to be. Great program, great coaching staff, and I'm excited for next year.
Well, that's your second appearance in the summer ball season with the Bells. How's it been so far, your experience?
Oh, great. I mean, Coach Clem has really done a great job with all the pitchers. I feel like our pitching staff has done a great job these past couple days.
Certainly has,
yeah.
And the Bells beginning a lengthy homestand here against Portland. Kai, great job today. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Hey, we'll take another quick break. Come back with the Bells starter for today, Will Armbruster. Stick around. It's a lengthy post game with a bunch of visitors on this Father's Day Sunday. Take a quick break. Come back on 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9KBay.com. Just 1 minute here, please, real quick. Good stuff today, man. Thank you, that was great. Appreciate it. Had fun watching you. Here, we can chat on here. We have some listeners on the live stream, too. So, with Will Armbruster, how'd that feel today?
Felt good. I mean,
we're not live yet, but we'll just chat.
Yeah, I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear me?
No, I can. There's something else.
It's the station.
Yeah.
We'll just wait till we're live on the.
What you got for questions?
Huh?
What you got for questions?
Just how you felt today and the series and the season. Stuff
got
like
you.
that. Yeah. How much time at the station? Great. Bummer. I thought you got the win today. I didn't know that. Back with postgame. Thanks, everybody, for sticking around. We've had a lot of visitors, and it's been fun up here in the broadcast booth. Right now, the Bells starter, Will Armbruster, who went 4 innings, 4 Ks, and only gave up, well, the only hit for Portland. A great outing for Bells pitching today. Will, how'd you feel after that one?
Felt great. Warming up, I knew it was going to be a good day. Good sunny Sunday here in Bellingham. Solid 75 degrees, and just felt really loose, really excited to come out and give the team a chance to win. So,
well, you did all that and more, and the Bells pitching staff did that also on this Father's Day Sunday. Did you have family in town?
I did. All my family was here, father, brother, and mom, and it was kind of funny seeing older brother in the stands because that was me my first year when he played up here, and then now we're switching roles these days. So.
Yeah, your older brother, Justin Armbruster, you both played for the Bells in 2019.
Yep.
How has your experience been with the Bells this many years?
It's been fantastic. Best community in the West Coast League, and easily the best pitching coach and coaching staff in general. So,
definitely getting it done today. And Will, what did you see from Portland this weekend that maybe gave the Bells the most struggle in the first 2 games?
If you throw strikes and you command the ball to where you want it to be, you're gonna have a lot of fun, and that's what we did today. All 3 of us on the mound today did a really good job, and hopefully we can continue that next series.
100%. You played in Joe Martin for many years, as we just talked about. What's so special about Bellingham and Joe Martin to you?
Just a beautiful place, beautiful atmosphere. The fans really don't get much better in the West Coast League, but overall, I mean, you got $2 Tuesdays, you got sunny Sunday, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock games, and the whole community just comes together. And it's an amazing feeling just to be able and to get the start on Father's Day. It's a very huge honor for me, and I do not take that lightly. So.
Well, and you made it count. Pre-game, all the players lined up with their fathers who were able to make it. Were you out there? Was your dad out there for the ceremony?
Not. Okay. I was warming up to throw.
You were warming up.
Yeah.
You were getting in the zone.
Yes,
starter
sir.
for today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, that was a big deal, ceremonial first pitch. And, of course, getting the start on this Father's Day. Did you have a chat with your dad after?
I did. Gave him a game ball and got a huge hug from him. So definitely a good Sunday, Father's Day, and going to go home and have a family dinner. So
love that. Well, enjoy it. Will, thanks so much for joining us here.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Go
Yep.
Bells.
Break down the totals for you real quick after Will Armbruster joining us. And the Bells take the win, 5 runs to 0 on 5 hits, 2 errors for the Bells, and 4 left on base, their best stat in the left on base in a while. Pickles, no runs on 1 hit and 1 error defensively, leaving 6 on base. Bells win 5-0. Will Armbruster and Kai Francis with a great outing. Both joined us post-game. And the Pickles will go home for a 6-game homestand. Bells will be back here Tuesday against the Bend Elks. And by the way, Francis credited with the win here in Bellingham. And Kyle Etheridge credited with the loss. I think Duncan Favor deserves a save for coming on in the 9th and getting out of what ended up being a bases-loaded jam. But those are your totals for you. I think the save will be credited to Duncan after that. One more time, the total here at Joe Martin Field, Bells 5, Pickles 0. I'm Ryan Carlson signing off from Joe Martin Field on your home for Bells baseball. Well, actually, I forgot the shout-outs. I can't forget to mention all the help we've had on this broadcast today. Peyton Ramsdale back in Network Central, holding down everything at the Bells Network Central for our show on the radio. And our on-site engineer, our video engineer, Jason Ramos, and our on-site statistician, Ben Bagley, delivering stats each and every home game, enhancing the broadcast that much more. So, with those now out of the way, I'm Ryan Carlson, signing off from Joe Martin Field. Bells win 5-0, and we'll be back on Tuesday night on your home for Bells baseball, 98.9 K-Bay and 98.9KBay.com. But yeah, sir. Thanks for joining me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
That was great stuff today.
Really appreciate it.
Had fun watching you, and we'll see you Tuesday. Awesome. Thanks, Will. Fun. Lots of visitors post-game. Yeah. You still there, Peyton? Hey, thanks so much for your help today. We'll see you next weekend, huh? Sounds good. Thanks, Peyton. Have a good night.